Bam. Sorry, can people hear me now? I just, uh, one of these days I'll figure this out. Oh, no, he can. They can now. Kyle was listening for me. I wanted him to make sure. Like a good brother, State Farm is there. Um, so we are going to once again. Sorry, there is Frank. He's concerned. He's having some camera difficulties as he tries to get a nice place set up for this for and his house. Yes, I am speaking correctly. But we are here again to discuss all of the lovely, lovely, fun things that our hobby has provided us in the last week. Any news from Games Workshop, what we've been working on. We're going to go over Resin Beast and the winners from that, finally. And I have my own special little announcement that I'm hoping everyone will enjoy. So, welcome back to our lovely podcast slash stream slash what we're doing slash I now have that lovely tube over there, and my air conditioning is in, but because it has gotten warm on several days. But anyway, we are back. Frank, how are you this evening? Ooh, oh yeah, you guys went down to the city of brotherly love. Am I correct? Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. We need to go over what everybody has been up to. But what store did you go to? Ooh, I've been there. I actually played way back when they had Ard Boys, the GW Ard Boys tournament. Myself and a good friend of mine, Jesse Newton, went down and we won at Red Cops actually. So that was fun. But very unusual. Oh. Mm. Huh. Nice. I've seen it. Not a lot, but I've seen it. It just doesn't appeal. I get the aesthetic. It's just not. I like the grim dark of the far future a bit more. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, that's always good. Ooh. What other store did you visit? That's new. Hmm. 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 Okay. Oh, I wonder if they're in on the controversy. We'll talk about that in a bit. Mascot? Logo. Okay. Oh, okay. Hmm. Well, we'll get into that in a minute. And what's the third store? I had not been to the Philly game store. That one's new. That wasn't there when I was living down there. So that's good to hear. Um, Expanding, I guess. Ooh, always good to hear. Um, where were they located? Where were they located? Sorry. Wait, anybody? Okay. Oh, it's in a good area. It's near the colleges, I believe, right? That's right. It's okay. Gotta do a Google. Okay. Yeah. No, that's where. Yeah, it's near the colleges, so that's in a prime location. Ah. Okay. It's a nice walk down there. Eh. Oof. Um. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Rogue Trader's is a great store. If you live up by us in northeastern Pennsylvania, please take a trip there. The bunch of great guys working there. Love the store. Um, Rogue Trader? I would say they're northeast. I mean, they're not like the far northeastern Pennsylvania, but they're pretty much northeastern Pennsylvania. They're like 20 minutes from Mount Pocono, half hour. Yeah, Jim Thorpe, I would say is pretty much northeast. Let's just say Eastern Pennsylvania. Hooray! Wait. Hmm. Uh, uh. Actually, yeah, my internet went out. Sorry. Yes, yes, that was me. That was all my fault. Everybody blame me. If you want to blame Frank, that's cool too, but it was apparently me. Kyle, way to go. I don't think he's watching right now, but damn it, Kyle. This is your fault. Um, yeah, yeah, looks like everything's okay. Okay, crisis averted. Um, my brother, my brother can't keep us down. You said something about your favorite son. Mm, nice. That's kind of good. Hmm. Nice. Good, good, good. Lots of Necrons. All right, let me pull that up. Hang on. Where did that go? Where did that go? I can show it on the thing with the stuff. All right, and we go here. And so first of all, well, I guess third of all, I finished another Plasmancer. These are all part of a larger Necron um, commission I had. There was three Plasmancers. Then I also finished up this lovely Scorpec Lord. There was two of these, so this was the second one I finished. I finished up an Armiger. I've got four more, well, Armigers and Helverins. So I've got another Armiger, which actually is finished. I just got to do the base and the gun on top, and then a Helverin, and then I got two more Helverins and a normal knight. I gotta do. Um, all in various levels of completion, because they are almost all done, which should be all finished by next week. So I'll get a lovely army shot with that and the um, Castellan that I did for this commission as well. All in this lovely red, black, and white color scheme, which I do enjoy. It does come out looking really nice. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. And I do like because originally I was gonna do blue, but my customer said he wanted green for like all the lenses and windows, and those nice little pops of green are really doing a lot for these, especially like the green grass on the bases. Like it's really doing a lot, and I'm really enjoying it. Can't wait to get this full thing done. I it's mostly airbrush filtered, you know what I mean? Like so I start off with black and then then I do a gray over the whole thing from the top, and then I do aside from the recesses, and then I zenithal with white, and then I have a red ink that I filter over top. And then in different spots I might especially if I accidentally hit it, I go over it with Mephiston red and then highlight up to Antares red, which is a scale 75 red. And oh sorry, oh yeah, and it comes out looking pretty close to the airbrushing. So um, I really like how it comes out. Right. The man said red. I give him red. And then my other plasmancer here. I did the two plasmancers. I finished up Chemotef, which was a special edition miniature that came out a while ago. It was a what's it called? A store release. Like when like stores opened, they gave out this miniature. So oh yeah. I was like, I can't do that in just silver. It's just it's too long. I need to do it in the bronze. So oh yeah. He just they have the sculpted on Egyptian like death beard. Yeah. And then I also let me see. I think I had these done last week, but I also had some more score packs, another three score packs and the plasma sites. But I think I showed those off last week. Um, oh but yeah, that's pretty much what I've been working on. There is another thing that I have been working on for a few months now. Actually started back in February, and it has finally is on its way, and it should be done um, by mid-November. Uh, oh well, it seems that my fiance and I are going to have a baby. We are pregnant, and more specifically, she is pregnant. I have already done the work that I can do for that to happen. Now it's all on her, an incredibly strong, smart, and beautiful woman who allows me to do the thing that I love, and puts up with my BS. Who I will also be marrying in 2024. We are expecting For funny enough, the date is her father's birthday. So he's super excited. Pappy. He likes to be called Pappy. Um, so he is excited. We are excited. Everyone is excited. Um, when I posted it on Instagram, I said I can hashtag collab. This was a collaborative effort. Even though she's doing most of the work. Um, and I will forever give her credit for that. Yeah, yeah, I know. I could have 3D printed it. Um, um, Fingers crossed on a girl, but um, will not be disappointed if we have a boy. Of course. Um, there's nobody has girls in our family. My grandmom has zero granddaughters, zero great granddaughters. Kyle just had a boy, so we're we are no pressure. Um, but yes, that is another project I've been working on. Thank you. Um, More to come. So anyway, where were we? Then I got all the baby news out the way. Oh, right. Resin Beast. Let's take a look. I know we were looking at it a little bit last week, but we didn't realize that they actually had the winners listed on here. So they are all over the place. This is if I'm going to give these guys any sort of advice here is make your site better. Um, but anyway, so let's see. This one is didn't win anything. Aha, we have the silver. I guess. Is there? Oh, okay, yeah. We're going with the large. It was the first one up there. So let's take a look at this. We're gonna open this in a new tab so we can make it look bigger. There we go. Um, yes, this was the silver. This whatever you want to call it, creature caster, King of Malefic Ascendant. Sure, the Mouth Beast. We're gonna call it a Mouth Beast. Okay, but that is a cool model. I like the paint job. I like that it went. It's pretty much just all blues and purples, aside from the little pops of red for like the insides. Oh yeah, I that's another thing. They need to put a zoom feature in, right? GW didn't do a good job with the ones that won either. They could have they didn't take a 360 view. This is kind of annoying. Um, Definitely a step up over GW. As much as I like GW, I'm going to definitely knock them on that. You should be putting up for everybody. But whatever. We don't get to make those decisions, I guess. I will. Go ahead. Oh no, I was just gonna go to the next thing, the next model. So no, I mean the blending is good. I like how the base came out. I like that it's all a muted tone. You know what? It's sort of a muted tone. It's not very saturated, but it works really well for this. But there's still enough contrast. to really see everything. Hmm. And the feathers too, because the feathers are more saturated blue. Which, like this one, which is the Turbo Dork favorite, which is it is quite the paint job. That is almost hard to look at. Not in a bad way. It's just there's so many colors and so many things going on in there. Technique. As with every millennial, I just kind of yell SpongeBob one-liners and memes until they get my point. Technique. Yeah, this is nuts. I could see why he didn't win, but this is definitely a very well thought out model. Yes, the swords are perfect. Right. Yeah, I don't like those scything talons. It looks like it was just kind of here's the like magenta, here's the purple, here's the blue. There's no blending. It's the type of stuff I would do on like a level 2 to sort of like make it look like it's blending, but there's nothing to break it up. You know what I mean? Where I would put like shine lines in there on like my power weapons. There's nothing to try and hide the black of a blend. Yeah. I would agree. I think honestly, I think he should have did the bottom scything talons like he did the top scything talons. Do the scales on the back in black and do the actual scythe part like that blended in blue or the purple or something. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, definitely still overall very pretty model. He just clearly probably ran out of time. All right, we will get to the champion a little bit. There's gold and then new champ. Okay, yeah, new champion. What's new champion? Hmm. Yes. Well, in the meantime, I'll pull up the bronze. Just wanted to look at all the entries real fast. Um, here we go. Which the bronze is super impressive. No, you're fine. Yes. Yes. Well, my eyes immediately go to the OSL little pink fire down here. But then it goes up to the tattooing on his arm, which flows directly into his arm guard, which is really cool. Um, and then I just can't take my eyes off of that shaven magical trail here. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I'd agree with that because it does need to pop a little bit more. I guess I don't know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I definitely agree with that. Let's see. All right. Well, then that's the wrong one. And let's go to gold. God, I hate how the site does this. The top part pops up every time you scroll up. Ooh, look who won. Sam Lenz, of course. Yeah. That is some nergly looking. Ooh, there we go. Picture. Sorry, I zoomed in. Picture quality is not better, but at least I can see it a little nicer. Uh, mm-hmm. Yeah. He's like a heavy metal Blanchitsu. I do also watch his YouTube from time to time, so he is very good. Mm-hmm. I need to find it. I have not seen it, or if I have, I haven't. It didn't. I didn't. I can't think of it at the moment. Sorry if I'm not looking straight at the camera. I just kind of my screens are over here, my other one's over here, and I just the camera's here. So I'm looking up and around and down. Let me see here. Oh no, we didn't. We talked about it briefly in our Discord, but let me find him. Sam Lens. Sam Lens. Sam Lens. There he is. And again, I can't click on it to make it bigger. Thanks, GW. Um, it is a pretty model. I will give it that. It is a very pretty model. Um, he definitely looked like, considering his level of paid ability, I don't think he excuse me, had as much time as he normally would, but it still looks spot on. I wish I could spit it. Yeah. Oh, Kyle, if you're watching, I just want you to know yours won't look that good. I'll try, but it won't. It's still gonna be pretty, bro. I just that is this one's just impressive. Um, yeah, there is a lot in this though, so we might need to break this up. We might need to go. Oh, sorry. Oh yes, this one. The proxy bloodthirster. Also very pretty. Parabellum honorable mention. He is riding a dinosaur, so that gets props for me. I need to zoom in on this one. I appreciate the feathers and the non-pronated hands. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. I just it makes me so happy that they're not they don't have pronated wrists. Ah, it bothers me. Um, yeah. It's definitely not a T Rex because it's got like three fingers, but it's still cool. Its arms are also way too big. It's got a bit of shrink wrapping here. If you look at it here, you should be able to see the bones in the face. It also should have lips over the teeth. Um, Anyway, moving on. Uh, they also wouldn't have had that many feathers. Okay, let's go to mid-size real fast. We're going to try and move through these a little quicker just because we could spend the whole night just staring at these. Um, let's see. We got gold. A lot of Salneshi looking guys in here. We got silver and we got where's bronze? And I wish they had put this in some sort of order. I actually did I just skip bronze? Okay. Gotcha. Where's the silver? Huh. Oh, there is the silver, which is a scavenger, which looks like it is just an upscaled human, but that's still like a lot of detail, really nice. The browns look pretty good. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Looks pretty good. I think they could have been a bit neater in places. I do like the aesthetic and stuff. It looks like they're sort of going for a water, um, um, not a watercolor kind of look, but it doesn't quite come across. Yeah, yeah. The eyes bother me. So, they need like a black rim or something around the colored part. I don't know. It just yeah. They also don't. I mean, it looks a little cross-eyed. Like the eyes aren't looking directly at the same thing. Again, that might be a choice, but I'm just the eyes. They don't look like they're. So when you're looking at something straight ahead, your eyes kind of go in. You know what I mean? Because you're looking at the same point. So it doesn't look like they're doing that to me. It always looks a little weird on models when you first do it, but if you look at it to look at a model to see if it's looking straight at you, the eyes should like go inwards towards like your nose or something. It would. It would also do it that they didn't take such a close up picture of it too, probably. But I don't know. I can only from I can only assume it's the same size as the other ones from how they have it. So like I'm being a little bit more nitpicky with it. But yeah, I like the leather bag on the side here. That looks pretty good. The wood, yes, the wood is a little off to me, but other than that, everything looks pretty good. It's just the eyes bother me and the metallics, like you were saying. All right, let's go to gold, which is a whole lot of pink, I believe. Whew, that is that. Yeah. Like, and it's another one where it kind of hurts to look at, but like in a good way. Just that pink. Ooh. And he has a good amount of contrast with that light blue in the back, which I like. Um, I wish. Yes, I do too. I wish there was a little bit more of broken up. They broke up the pink a little bit more. It all kind of blends together once you start looking at like the torso down to the legs. Maybe made the like scale loincloth thing. At least that's what I'm hoping this is. Make that like the blue or something, just to break it up more. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. This is a beautiful model. It's really well done. It's really, really pretty. There's no lack of skill here. I just think another something to break it up a little bit more than just like the bone. Especially that back bit. Oh yeah, no, this looks like the gold in the background there looks almost like it's the art, the original like Age of Sigmar art, like from the font, or like if you remember, like Warhammer Quest was in that gold kind of non-metallic um kind of logo. The logos themselves, like that's what it looks like to me, and which is really impressive on a three-dimensional miniature. Right. Like he won. I'm not trying to take that away from him. And the skill is there and it looks great. I just for my own eyes' sake, I would want a little bit more broken up. Right. No, that's a good way to put that, and I will find it in a second. Just had it up. Yeah. Yeah, you lose his hand. Especially at this angle. Obviously, you look at it from the side, the hand sticks out, but like from this angle, you can't find his hand. Maybe if he did the wings all in blue or something. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, they need to. Well, hopefully all this stuff gets better for like the next round of big painting competitions because I have been disappointed in everybody so far. In terms of how they've presented this stuff. But anyway, moving on. New champion midsize. That's a pretty model. We would take a look at this real fast. Um, well, it is very good for someone who's new. I guess they're new to this, right? Is that what it is? Or they're young? It's like the young bloods. Oh, okay. Hmm. No, it's definitely good. I like the yellows. I like yeah, and I like how there's I like the spittle down towards the bottom. It's always a cool effect when you get that right. Yeah. Let's look through a couple more real fast. Turbo Dork favorite. Good contrast looking at it from here. There we go. I like the pinks and the greens and the hey, can you guys not cut off the weapon? Oh my god, are you serious? You take pictures of the stuff and you cut off part of the model. Yup. Oh yeah. And I'm more complaining. It's just because that kind of disrespectful to the artist that you cut off part of their mini, but that's just me. Yep, I do. True metallics do still look good. I realize everyone's got this big thing about nons, but like true metallics still, do what they're supposed to. And then we'll look at the rest of these real fast. Um, stupid site. And let me find who was that? Who was that? Found it. Oh yeah. Mm. No, but I've been trying to branch out and look at a few more other channels other than the big bunch that you see all the time, like Miniac, Ninjan, Sam Lenz. All the normal the I hate to say Vince Ventrella, like all the big names, because we're so big. But a lot of the little creators are really little creators are good too. So I've been trying to watch around on those. All right, let's do small entries. I think we're gonna stop at the small entries just so we can. Um, let's do the new champion. Ooh, I like it. I like the scales. The scales look like they came out really good. The only thing I have to say about the scales though is that coloration. Just looking at real life because I see what they're trying to do. Looking at real life because obviously we don't know what the fuck dinosaurs look like. Um, Also, excuse my French, sorry. We don't know what dinosaurs actually look like, so I'm not like trying to be a dinosaur nerd here. It's just that coloration over scales, even with normal animals, it's not like it stops at the scale. The colors kind of continue through the scales. So like I like that all of the individual scales are picked out. I'm just saying that it kind of the designs will flow over the scales usually. Yeah. I love the model though. Non-pronated wrists, feathers. Oh my god, I love it. Oh yeah, nice. I like it. I don't want to touch it, but I can't touch it. So, I popped it up, but we're gonna let's go with bronze. First, this one. Whoo, that is a stylized look, and I love it. Ah, yeah, right. That non-metallic metal's beautiful. Yeah, that foot is insane. I'm not, yeah, like I'm not a foot guy, but that's a pretty foot. I don't what that's just I just call it as I see it. I don't like a 1980s D&D kind of thing, or like a Dragon magazine, I think it was called. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It yeah, it goes very hard into that like kind of 80s illustration style. I know exactly what you're saying. But it doesn't flow through the entire model, I think, unfortunately. And like the midsection actually looks a little off. Now this again might be the picture, because it's on a white background, so it's hard to see everything, especially when things blend up to white. Which everything's on a white background, so you can only take so good of a picture. But like, I definitely see what you're saying here. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. I will say, if you look at the right arm, which is on our left, where the flames are like touching the skin, it throws me off a little bit because the flames are darker, where the skin is really bright. I that yeah, I get it because flames are essentially a reverse highlight most of the time. So you start at the bright and end in the dark, but like where the arm is really bright, you probably should have that the same brightness. I don't know. It just bothers me a little bit there. At least on the other arm, there's that armor piece, so it can be covered up. Over there, it's a little jarring with the rest of it. But otherwise, it looks great. I love the model. It's a really cool stylized look. I hit the wrong thing again, and let me find silver here. Silver, silver. And we have a Demonette banner bearer. It's essentially what it is. And this is not a good picture. The banner, which is gorgeous. Yeah, like the banner looks great. I'm not saying anything bad about the banner, but this needed like two pictures. From what you can see, doesn't feel like silver to me. Like the tassels at the top of the spear don't even look great. They went all in on the banner, and I think I again they only take one picture of each one, which bothers me. But like it's not. Uh, yeah, it's an And no shade, because the banner is amazing. I can't. I probably can't do that. But like, oh no, I agree. Absolutely agree. Yeah, I'm gonna. And we thought GW had problems with their. Uh, yeah. Um, but from what they've presented to us, again, no shade. Just we can't see the rest of the model. So from what we can see, it's not. I don't know if it should have won silver, but still. All right, let's take a look at gold, which is another Zinch looking kind of sorcerer. Again, the picture, the angle, just uh, it's well painted. Nobody, please do not get me wrong here. These are gorgeous. They're all well painted. The pictures are just not good. Mm-hmm. Right, and you could see the gorgeous blends, the non-metallic metals, the contrast, the brick and stuff looks great. There's very much a specific style they're going for, very watercolory in places. I just want to see it at other angles. Mm-hmm. Oh, I will 100% agree with you on that. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, but yes. So that was Resin Beast. Maybe next week we will take a little bit of time and go over the units and dioramas as well. But oh, oh, they have a drop bear. We're looking at it. A drop bear. It's all the way at the bottom. I'm happy. Yes. It definitely shouldn't have won, but I love it. So like it, I it's a ravenous koala bear. No, I just put it up for the meme. It's fine. I don't need to like go into it. What was the person's name? Uh, I found him. Oh, there we go. Ooh, okay, okay. That the metallics though. Yeah. Um, and this isn't a knock at him. This is more a knock at the sculptor of the actual model. I don't like a saber on a knight. That's just me. still, I don't. I feel like a saber doesn't fit. Oh, okay. I was gonna say it. I get what sabers do. It's not long enough, and I feel like it should be a broadsword. But otherwise, no, the model's gorgeous. He did a good job painting. I feel like the stone needed work. This it looks a it looks a bit more like dry brush than anything, but his non-metallics are great. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd agree. Because he also looks like he didn't do the metallics on the feet as well as he did the head, which obviously the head is kind of more important, but still. But no, yes. What? What do you mean? Your stream might be frozen. It's been switching. I've been switching. I was gonna say my stream is working just fine from what I can see on YouTube. Um, anyway, but yes, that is the Resin Beast. Again, we will go through a couple more next week, as we'll do dioramas and units. I just don't want to, I just don't want to spend the whole stream on it. But let's move on. So let's go over to G Dubs. You got a couple bits of news and rumors and stuff like that. First thing is first, let's take a look at the new flying Tyranid Prime. Oh my gosh. Oh my geez. I love it. It is such a pretty model. Um let's get a little bit of a zoomy zoom on here. Um that everything my brother has wanted for years. Um I kind Yeah, it did look smaller than a Tyrant. I have a feeling these are going to have near monster level stats. Near, not sort of like the Brood Lord. Brood Lords have immense strength. They're not the toughest thing in the world, but they're like super strong. So I have a feeling they're going to be akin to one of those. Only it flies. But God, I hope so. Those were just a cool unit. Um, yeah, yeah. Maybe in 3 editions we'll get strikes back. Um, no, but this looks great. I love it. Our teammate Mark, who we had on a few weeks ago, I get his main thing here where it didn't have the it doesn't have the wings outstretched, so it you kind of want that big profile look, but I'm fine with this. Also, because it's easier to hide. Ooh, spicy thought. It may be. Mm-hmm. Oh no, you could technically make it out of the Tyranid warrior box, I believe, but still. Um, it might be. That would be cool. I would be down for a dual kit. Um, making well, I mean, it would be like the actual Hive Tyrant box. Um, so like which makes the Hive Tyrant, the walking Hive Tyrant, and the Swarm Lord. So all those are very cool. It's a tri kit, I guess. Yeah, you can technically make a Tyranid Prime out of the the box. Though I do hate it when they do that, especially when it's um a kit with only 3 models in it. Like they do that with Custodes. I didn't like that. It's like, oh man, this unit starts at like 3 models, but you made one into a shield captain. Okay. Yeah, let me pull that up actually. Let me bring this over here. And there you go. This is these are the Tyranid Warrior box. I believe one of these is this front one is supposed to be the prime, I believe. Because he's got the extra head stuff. But but yeah. But this looks way cooler, and I hope they just make this the Tyranid Prime model and has options. Or can be combined with the Tyranid Warrior box to make other things, which I have a feeling might also be the way they go. Yeah, and I also will say that I hope with all the new Tyranid stuff coming out, especially with the characters, that they still have the options. A lot of the options they had. I realized that Games Workshop's have been trying to slim down and simplify a lot of stuff, which is good on the whole, but I still want stuff that, have options. Or Lash with Bone Sword. Whoa, let me turn off the sound and stop. No, it looks like oh, okay. I can't tell. Yeah, it looks like it's probably no. Those are Scything Talons. Those are Scything Talons. It's just the way that he's got it um positioned because he's got his arms outstretched, and so the actual sides are pointing up. Yeah, but still, I have a feeling there's going to be options. If there's not, I'm going to be very upset, as I was with several Orc releases. Namely the Orc and Mega Armor. Okay, the Ooch Choppa was cool and all, but why can't I have a Power Claw? Why? Anyway, it still just bothers me, and I'm bitter about it. Leave me alone. Anyway, um, but yeah, no, this model is cool. I hope there's options. I'm excited to see the other new monsters. The new Lictor models were cool, whatever the hell they were called. Yeah, why can't we just call them Leapers? All right, ain't nobody gonna. Who's Von Ryan? They. Oh, the Von Ryan. Who names their planet Von Ryan? Who GW. Stop it. Von Ryan's the one we're going with. At least like what was the Tyranid's original? It's Tyrant. Yeah, that makes sense. That sounds. Yeah, next thing we're gonna get, Joe Smith's jumpers or something. I don't know. It's so. It's just. Von Ryan. Why? I don't know. You could have picked a cooler name. Stop it. Um. But anyway, my rant. Hmm. Well, I'm gonna rant over. Let's look at some of the other new stuff. Okay, so they have more Underworlds coming out. New Stormcast. Okay. Anyway, moving on. I could care less, but it comes with. Come on. Oh, they didn't show the Zinch models. Those were the cool models. Nobody cares about the Stormcast. Yeah, I don't care about the Stormcast. Let me see if I can pull them. They they do. I just do they have them in here? Hang on. There we go. There we go. Here's the Zinch. This is what I wanted to look at. These are cool looking. All of these Zinch models are cool looking. I love the Sorcerer. I believe I forget a Gaunt Summoner. That's what it is. Um, look at the spawn, the bird spawn in the back. Actually, kind of looks like their spawns from before, but done well. Um, and then yeah. The spawn in the back here looks like looks like that bird head that on your spawn, but like they sculpted it well. Um, it probably is, but like it reminds me of that spawn head. Um, and makes me hope that they redo that spawn model soon. But all of these I realize they're familiars or whatever. They're horrors. They all look like horrors, and they all look like cool horrors. The eye in the middle of the mouths, those look cool. All the limbs, the fire, and then this guy who's just like a squig horror. It reminds me of a squig, but like it's a horror. I love these models. These make me happy. This is what I want to see out of the Underworld stuff. Very well done, unique models um for the different races. Not more dudes in armor. They look cool. I can't say that they don't, but I don't care. Not as much as I do about the Zinch. I don't play Zinch. If I don't play the army and I am gushing over a model like this, that's how you know they're good models. You just yeah, whatever. Oh, and look, we have the new Lord of the Rings model. It's a statue head. Everybody be excited for the statue head. From Ammon Hen. So you can spend an obnoxious amount of money on Forge World for a brick of resin. But this is actually I'm kind of excited for this stuff. They came out with paint sets again. Thank you. And these actually look fairly like they have like useful colors in them. Um, I also hope that there's some sort of a discount here. If there's a discount in this, I would actually think about picking this up. Like they're all useful paints aside from the white. And then they have a layer paint set. It's about the same thing aside from the white because it's very hard to find a good white. I don't like GW whites. I'd be cool with this. I don't like that its flash gets yellow. I would rather that be Ariel yellow, and there's probably some other stuff in here like you could probably switch out, but otherwise, overall good. And then the contrast paints, which again I hope it's some sort of discount on these, but um, one or two I would swap out in here. But other than that, like this Azerman blue, I don't like that one, but so you have a bunch of very useful ones. Is more my point on this one. So you have Black Legion or Black Templar, whatever. Both of those are good. Snakebite Leather, Skeleton Horde is very good. Gilliman Flesh and Blood Angels Red. Those are all fairly standard. Well, yes, no. I get that, but what I'm saying here is these are useful. The ones I listed are useful in a lot of stuff, and I use most of them a lot of the time. I'm yeah. Hmm. But you could swap out the other four. Like I again the whites. I don't. Ugh. But the Azurman blue is not great. The gut rip flesh. If I was gonna go with an orc flesh, not that one. And Imperial Fist. I guess I've never used it, but and then standard shades. It's they're fine. Um, but yeah, no. Otherwise, I like that. I just like that they actually went back and did it. They kind of listened to people for once. Uh, let's see. What did I do there? Oh, we got the new Seraphon kit. Always cool. I still feel like they haven't put out. They're still missing the Skinks box. Maybe they're getting a second wave. Because they haven't shown like new Skinks that on foot. But because I love Skinks. But we went over these before. There's gorgeous models. I'm happy that they exist, and yeah. Yeah, yeah, guess not. This army box feels a little lacking, honestly. If I was really gonna get into it, but right. Um, I don't know. I guess you're right. I'm thinking about the orc box that I got when the orcs came out. When I got three of them. Um, right, right. And I mean, also to be fair, um, you will everything in this box will be at a discount from what it normally is. So it's not like it's a bad box. Like I'm sure there's some sort of discount if you put everything together, not including the price of the stupid special edition book. But like if you just look at the price of the codex plus the cards and everything that comes with it and the models, it's probably at a discount. Usually I think it's like 15-20%, I think. So, oh yeah, brand new unit, brand new models for all of these things. I still love the Slan. The Slan is just look at that toady boy. Um, I do miss him being carried by Temple Guard on the old model, but that toady boy. All right. So next up, what we got? We're looking at more 40th anniversary models. Looking at the old Bloodthirster. I wish they used the crazy face one, but like it's still a cool model. Yeah, so they were they were named ones sometimes, and they were also like transcendent ones. They were like super big and super powerful kind of thing. So, um, uh, they had like a purpose. They had better stats, obviously, because they were much larger. And then they just came out with these that are all that size, and yeah, that's true. I as much as I love how the new Bloodthirster looks, I really want them to just redo the legs. Only because it's tippy toeing on a piece of fire. I just don't like the base contact point. That's it. That's the only reason. That's the only thing I don't like about that model. I don't like the contact point. I feel like it snaps easily. Now, if you look at Scarbrand with the feet planet, that thing ain't breaking. But the bloodthirster feels like it just snaps all the time. I might be wrong. I could be wrong. I've never heard anybody really complain about it. Just to me, it makes me anxious, and I already have anxiety, and it just plays on it, and just or Angron. Angron's a good bloodthirster. I don't know. Otherwise, that model's gorgeous. I love the bloodthirster model. Um, yeah. You got anything, Frank? Okay. Oh, and Ultramarines lore. We could go into Ultramarines lore because everybody loves the Ultramarines. Nope. Anyway, back to terrain rules. I like it so far. Simplified. Yes, and I like again simplified. So I think they say in here, if you looked at all the rules before, it was like 12,000 different um combinations you could have. Not that anybody used that, but it was just I could never figure out what meant what and what was what. You know what I mean? So like you had dense cover, light cover, all different kinds, and it just never made sense in my ADHD rattled brain. So like the fact that it's just like, does it give cover? Yes. Okay. What did heavy cover even do? I don't remember. Nope, never used it. Never once. I mean, I play orcs, so it probably didn't matter, but like I never nope. I do like that you get if you're 6 inches up in a ruin that you get +1 armor penetration. Well, we got to see what holy means because they defined it last edition in ninth edition. So hmm they clarified them a little bit, I believe. Summer range attack is allocated to an infantry model that is wholly within 3 inches of the terrain feature if that model is not fully visible to every model in the attacking. So they made it very all inclusive um, with stuff I've noticed. This might have been in the last edition, but nobody played it that way. That the entire unit has to be um, not fully visible. You know what I mean? Like the entire unit has to be partially obscured. Each time a ranged attack is allocated to an infantry model that is wholly within 3 inches. If that model is not fully visible ever to every model in the attacking unit, so that model has the benefit of cover. Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. Yeah, okay. I'm just speaking out my butt. Um, yeah, random stuff. That's not debris. That's a statue. Um, Yeah, right. Come on, buy them. Um, nope. I'm just gonna make some hills out of foam. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ugh. Yeah. I don't. Well, we'll see. We'll see. The edition's not out yet, so you know, we'll see. Hopefully it fixes it. Right. That's true too. They haven't said it. Um, we just assume that it's like last edition. Um, and then ruins. We kind of went over that. Ruins is kind of the same aside from the plunging fire. Um, right, right, right. You can't just see through it. And sometimes they just get stuff straight up wrong. So they've actually come out and said that before. So, well, we'll see. I'm so hyped for this edition. So let's. I have my hopes up a little bit. So, we'll see what happens though. Um. So moving on, then we got the rumor engine. It's an orc. It's an orc. I get it. I get it. It looks like it could be something from AdMech. I don't think it does. Whilst AdMech stuff is not exactly like streamlined looking things like with Tau, this still looks a bit more slipshod than AdMech. Um, maybe Gene Stiller Gold. I don't know. Are you kidding me? That looks beat up. There's nicks and notches all in it. Um, I don't know. Listen, and it looks like parts to a custom Mega Blaster. Either way, either way, what I can say about this and and say it with me now. Every kit is an orc kit. So regardless, is if this isn't attached to an orc, it will be. No, but I genuinely think this might be this is either Gene Stealer Colt or it's orcs. Honestly, I don't know what else in orcs really needs the treatment that would have a custom Mega Blaster because everything unless they're redoing cans or something, because everything that I know of, unless they're giving it to something else that has custom Mega Blasters or already been redone. Um, I don't know. I just want Tank Busters. Can we just get Tank Busters, please? It bothers me. It's the only unit that hasn't been redone. um, and they need it real bad. No, I already do that. Because there is no the tank busters. I'm not paying however much it is for fine crap. So, um, yeah. Oh yeah, the rocket hammer. I mean, it's the same in the rules because you only get as many as in the kit, but it's still dumb. Or I can't take them without that because that's just what it has. I mean, you're gonna just say that it's a rocket launcher, but like it's the models look dated and yeah, here they are. They're the only ones left. Literally the only ones left. Look, look at these. Look at them. True, but look at them. Um, I know. I just it's them. I would want them. Now I'm wish listing. Hey, look, the old Orc Boy kit, which is still superior. Um, or the what was it? The War Bikers need a bit of a tweak. War Bikers could really use a redo. But other than that, the Orc range is looking snazzy. Anyway, last thing what do we got here? Oh, those were the things. But yeah, this is this. I'm hoping it's an orc, but it's probably going to be Gene Stealer Cole, which I mean, admittedly, does need probably a couple of new units at this point. The last two releases, I think, were just characters, so they could use a bit of a. They don't need a refresh. They just need some new stuff. I'm yeah. I'm done ranting. uh, but yeah, no. This looks like an orc. All right, all right. So we got through all the GW stuff. I think. Let's look at some new stuff, some new tools or hacks or stuff that I have come across or have been using. Now I have not really gotten anything new. But I have been made aware of some plastic cement that might be quite good. I have been told that this Plastruct plastic um, that plastic weld is very good and will help fill gaps too. I even went so far as to look up the safety data sheet on this thing to compare it to the Tamiya ultra thin stuff, which is what I normally use, and it is actually different. I wanted to make sure that like wasn't just Tamiya repackaged. So again, a friend of mine has recommended this. I have not tried it out myself yet, but but yeah, this is apparently some good stuff. Mm. Yes, I have been using the Tamiya, and if you get to Tamiya, you get the airbrush cleaner because it's literally the same stuff. There's already a bunch of YouTube videos out there about this, but the Tamiya airbrush cleaner is exactly the same stuff as their ultra thin cement. It's just in a much bigger bottle and it's cheaper. It's yeah. So I just that's what I use for the moment. I will need to get this to try it out, but yeah. Um, the funny thing is, I had to look it up again. But you can actually buy the ingredients in the Tamiya stuff because it's only a 50-50 mix. It's literally just a 50-50 mix. So if you bought a liter of it's like acetone and something else. If you bought a liter of acetone and a liter of the other thing and you just mix them together, you have it. Mm-hmm. I think I saw at least one of them where he did a lot of the chemical components of stuff, which I thought was cool. Because he's a chemist, right? Hmm. Oh, I love when you find ways around this stuff. Um, and we are here to make your hobby life cheaper because God knows this is not a cheap hobby. Um, but yeah, okay. So we got that, and then lastly, I wanted to go over um some lore stuff. Now, if people haven't heard, a new book has dropped, and whilst I'm not going to talk about the new book per se, um, it is a lot of new lore surrounding the emergence of the lion, um, the lion, Lion L. Johnston. And I have recently, I'm not going to say read because I listened to it. I listened to the audiobook of Luther, which was great. Now, anybody who knows Dark Angels lore, because the filthy traders, um, knows that Luther was like the Lion's right hand man, and they had a big duel, and they all fought when Caliban was destroyed, and then Luther got locked up in the rock and has been in stasis since Caliban was destroyed, essentially. The book is really cool because they go into like him being in stasis, and he's essentially starting to go insane from going in and out of stasis, and just he's telling stories from Caliban. He's making points about stuff, but like he's going in and out of insanity because of all the time dilution. Everything's getting like he can't take it. Um, but and he talks to like every grandmaster. Like he talks to Asriel. He talks to the first grandmaster after the lion. It's a really cool read or listen. Highly recommend it. And I wanted to listen to that before I started on the lion, son of the forest. So, which I am now knee deep in. So it's really interesting so far because I don't know how he came back yet. There's a watcher. He wakes up and he doesn't have his memory right away, but like he runs into a fallen. Like it's really it's cool so far. Um, and Luther gets tortured by the grandmasters too. So um, I highly recommend listening to Luther, probably before anyone starts The Lion, Son of the Forest, I should say. Because there's another book that's called The Lion. It's one of the Primarch books. Right. No, at the end, he escaped. Well, they don't say he escapes. His there's some the rock. I think in other lore in the codex or something they say that he escaped, but like the rock is like under attack by something and you don't know what it is, but his door is left open and the stasis field is shut off. And the last thing he knew was he was talking to Azrael. And he's like, I don't know if Azrael left it open or somebody opened it for me, but um, so I don't know if maybe it goes into it in the Lion book. I don't know yet. I'm excited, so I wanna see what happens. Yeah, I mean you kind of gotta to a point. Like at least it's not like mid 2000s GW where we went through the 13th Black Crusade twice, or we had Storm of Chaos in Warhammer Fantasy and then we didn't. I mean, yes, I know. I got really annoyed because I really liked Storm of Chaos. It was a lot of fun, and then they're like, never mind. You've been reading anything or listening? Mm. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, same, same, same. I think I've watched everything that I can about dinosaurs on YouTube. Um, mm. Also, I listened to sorry, War Boss by Mike Brooks that came out too. So that one was the Orc books that they've recently come out with. Brutal Cunning, I think it was. Gazgul, and now this Orc War Boss have been really good. You'd think listening to Orcs talk for like 10 hours would get annoying. Nope, I enjoyed it. Oh, okay. What's that one about? Oh, okay, okay. Mm, yes, that novel's great, by the way. It's hilarious. Like you wouldn't think that, but it's hilarious. I might listen to that again. It was just so funny. Just how they interact with each other and just the time scale of Necrons compared to every other race. Um, and then oh yeah, if you want other ones like that are good with lore, Adeptus Ridiculous is actually pretty good. I love when they do their book. They do a reading club, and they did the Infinite and Divine. They did the other two Necron books that came out. Um, yeah, yeah. Adeptus Ridiculous is really good. They just go into 40k lore in general, and about how ridiculous it is, obviously. So I highly recommend. It is a good listen a lot of the time. Hmm. Nice. Oh wait, they previewed something else. I wanted to. We might have talked about it last week, but I don't care. Um, where is it? Where is it? Did we talk about it last week? I don't remember. Old World. There it is. Okay, well, here's the actual thing because they're talking about how they're bringing back the old models, which I am so happy about, at least with the Bretonians, because those models were gorgeous. I'm so excited. I am butt clenchingly excited. I just, oh, I love Warhammer Fantasy. I realize that this is a lot of nostalgia, and then I'm going to start playing. It's not going to feel the same, but I don't care. I am excited. Um, but like I might try and do maybe when this drops, if you are interested, Frank, maybe try and do a like slow grow league or something with it. I don't know. I just really want to do something with Old World when it comes out. Uh it's mm, I it's fine. We can all be wrong at times. Well, I don't think this is drop until the fall anyway, really. But I don't know. I just am so excited. They even announced that they are going to up the base sizes on some things. So anything that used to be on the little 20 mil bases are going to be on 25s because nothing ever fit together. So they up the base size, which is good. Um, don't don't you goddamn rain on my parade. Don't pee in my cornflakes. So well, it was eight. From what they had said, and I'm just flicking up and down because I ADHD. They are looking at all of the additions that they come out with, that they've come out with. So they're gonna from eighth and back to not first because that was more of a like D&D, like role playing game kind of thing. But I think it was like from second or third edition on, and they're taking essentially like the best things from each game, from each. Well, yeah, that's essentially what they're doing is making ninth edition, but they're trying. They've said that they're doing their due diligence. Again, we'll see what happens when it comes out. We'll see how the game plays. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited, but like it could be terrible. Who knows? But they do seem to at least be putting effort. Okay. I could see that. Hmm. I think this is going to be a lot like Horus Heresy. Well, Horus Heresy 2.0. Um, Also, one other thing I wanted to point out about this article that they released because it's all about the Bretonians. They brought back the Lance formation, the actual Lance formation, where it's 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? It's like a pyramid going down. Like, so in the last couple editions, when you had the Lance formation, it was just 3 knights across and it was a bus straight back. The original Lance formation was in this triangle form. So if they bring back the Lance formation, I am so excited. Um, Bretonian was like the only human race I ever wanted to play. Because it's very it's knights in shining armor with we treat our peasants horribly. Um, so it's France. It's France. Um, which is kind of funny to say right now with their political goings on, but yes, it's just France. In England, I guess. But yeah, just there's little things in this article that pop out to me from being a longtime fantasy player. So, um, I am excited. Oh yeah, we're gonna sign off soon, but 'cause and I've all and I've also got 3 fantasy armies just waiting. So I want to pull out my dwarves. I gotta have to rebase them all, but I want to pull out my dwarves and my old school lizards. Well, I think they also increased the base sizes so you can use AOS models. Because all the 25 mil bases are going to like 30 mil, I think, or 32. So, and we'll have a lot to talk about next week too. We'll have a lot to talk about next week because Warhammer Day is coming up this weekend, where they're gonna have all the previews and stuff. So we'll have a whole slew of different things to talk about next week, um, which will be cool. I am hyped. They will probably show off more 10th edition. They'll show off more AOS, some new AOS armies probably, or new AOS releases, and Old World is on the docket, as is Horus Heresy. So all of these things are sounding quite cool. Let me pull up the thing here. They had a schedule about what they were going to be showing off. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? I'll pull up your picture in a second. I see it. Here we go. Warhammer Fest. So don't care. So we got 40K on Saturday at 9 a.m. And a whole bunch of games I don't care about. And then we have Age of Sigmar Sunday at noon, 2 p.m. We have Horus Heresy and the Old World. So super super psyched for that. Notice that they don't actually have any, what's it called? Uh, Necromunda. Yeah, that's like 1 in the afternoon. I believe. They're 5 hours difference. Yeah, so they're 5 hours ahead of us. So 9 a.m. for the, would it? For no, I think it's the other way. Let me look it up. Britain time. Um, so it's 2:04 a.m. right now for them. So yeah, you're right. All right. Well, so whatever. We'll wake up to Warhammer 40K previews. It's fine. It's no, no. I agree. They should always go with freedom time. Um. Ooh. Okay. Now what are these models? Oh, cool. They are neat. I will give them that. They are neat. They are nice. They almost look like Blood Knights. What? Okay, like that's not fair. I disagree, but okay, Triceratop cavalry is cool. Actually, that's not. Well, no, a couple of them are no Pseudoceratops. Um, yeah, they're ceratopsians. Yeah, because two of them have the like bowl type. I think there's a. I think that's a. So that one's like a Styracosaurus, I think it's called. The other two aren't Triceratops because they have like the bowl type where it kind of juts up from the head. Whatever, you get what I'm saying. They still are, yeah, ceratopsians. Yeah. Anyway, so I hate it. Anyway. So anyway, thank everyone for joining us tonight. I think we are going to get going. Last thing I want to say here, if you have been with us, whether watching live, which I don't think there is anybody at this point, but like, if you do catch this, please leave in the comments. We don't actually have an official name for this stream yet. So, if you have any suggestions, please list them below. And if we pick yours, then we will give you our heartfelt thanks. If I see you in person, I will give you a hearty handshake. Oh, well, Frank will stand in a corner. I will give you a hearty handshake, possibly with a glove. Yes. um, but anyway, I hope everybody has some happy gaming. We will see you next week with a whole slew of new things to talk about. Leave any suggestions for the name of the stream down below in the comments section, and I hope everyone has a good night. Ooh. Nice. All right. Goodbye, everybody.